Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk and in today's video I want to share something a little different. Not directly about skincare, but something surprising I discovered during my year-long skincare experiment. Now I had been dealing with acne for years, and after realizing that skincare products weren't giving me the long-term results I was looking for, I decided to approach it differently. So I stopped using any skincare products. This means no cleansers, no toners, no serums, no moisturizers, and instead focus on changing my diet and environment to get to the actual root cause. But while doing that, something unrelated and totally unexpected happened. My tongue started looking gross, like I had this weird brown coating right down the middle, almost like a dirty patch that wouldn't go away. And no matter what I tried, it just wouldn't improve. Of course, the first thing I did was ask Google. I searched my symptoms and instantly got the usual list. Smoking, drinking loads of tea or coffee, or poor oral hygiene. Now I don't smoke, I don't drink much tea, and my hygiene was solid. The only thing that fit was the coffee. I was drinking about 3 cups a day at a time. So I cut back. Still no change. It honestly would have surprised me anyway, because I've been drinking coffee like that for years. But you know, sometimes your body just starts reacting differently. But no, that wasn't it. And honestly, I was kind of relieved because it meant I could still enjoy my coffee. Then I bought a tongue scraper. Now it helped for a day or two, but the brown coating came right back. I even considered seeing a doctor. Not because I felt unwell, honestly I felt totally fine, but some days when I looked into the mirror, it just looked insane, a bit scary to be honest. Still, I wasn't in my home country, so I kept putting it off. I searched again and came across mentions of COVID and the flu. Even though I had no symptoms at all, I started wondering if it was one of those mysterious, asymptomatic cases where something strange just shows up on your body without the usual signs like fever, cough or runny nose. But no, it wasn't that. So I swapped out my toothpaste. Still no change. But there was one thing I had been using consistently for a while. Mouthwash. Both the Elmex sensitive version and sometimes even the junior formula, because they were marketed and tested as having a really gentle formula. I used them about once a day depending on what I had eaten. And everything I found online said that only mouthwashes with peroxide or alcohol could cause this kind of discoloration. But mine had neither. Still, at that point I thought, let's just test it. So I stopped using both mouthwashes, the sensitive and the junior version, completely. At first, nothing happened. But about a week later, my tongue started to look better. And after a couple more weeks, the coating was basically gone. I've tested other mouthwashes since and I get the same results. But honestly, the only thing that really worked was completely quitting mouthwashes, even the sensitive and junior versions, and adjusting my diet so that I didn't need to use them anymore. I now eat in a way that supports my overall health and oral hygiene. And because of that, I barely even need to use toothpaste because I removed most sugars from my diet entirely. I use a water flosser first and then just clean my teeth morning and evening with a very gentle toothpaste. And that's all I need. So the real solution wasn't switching to different products, it was removing the things that made me rely on them in the first place. And it's so easy to underestimate how much everyday habits like mouthwash or diet can quietly affect our health. And I personally think most, if not all of it, comes from everyday habits and diet. That's at least what my year-long tracking has shown me. And if you're going through something similar, maybe try doing less instead of adding more, and give your body the chance to reset. And if this helped, don't forget to give the thumbs up and subscribe and share it with someone who might be dealing with the same situation. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.